a truly open source language model, OLMo. So the good folks at Allen Institute for AI have just released a state-of-the-art, truly open LLM and framework. Why is it truly open, you say? Well, they have intentionally designed, the LLM framework is intentionally designed to provide access to data, training code, models, the model weights, and evaluation code necessary to advance AI through open research to empower academics and researchers to study the science of language models collectively. So I already can sense that this could be used for the good, and this could be used for the bad. Like everything in nature is there, but what I'm trying to put an emphasis on here is this will democratize, it'll increase our understanding of language models, which will in fact maybe down the line help us to build secure systems that will help us tackle this uncertainty that AI produces. So what I'm trying to say is deepfakes, like voice cloning, like you can have your own image, you can have someone look like you, sound like you, and that could propagate false propaganda throughout the internet. Like you never know who's the real person talking. So as collective humans understand AI and the inner mechanisms of how this works, we can integrate it into any system that will help us realize fact from fiction, truth from fabrication. So that's one possible pathway we could be heading towards. So OLMo and the framework includes full pre-training data. The model was built on the Allen Institute's DOLMa dataset, which we will together explore much more in the future. I can't finish everything in this video. This video is just an introductory video on things. It has a 3 trillion token open corpus of language modeling pre-training, including code that produces the training data. Okay. This one I think is a typo or something, but anyway, the sentence doesn't make sense. Let's go. So training code and model weights. The OLMo framework includes full model weights for 4 model variants at the 7B scale, each trained to at least 2 trillion tokens. Inference code, training metrics, and the training logs are all provided. So you can see in the Hugging Face section that the model weights are all there. Yeah, the readme, the config files, the configuration.py, modeling, pytorch.bin file, the requirements have it, the JSON, tokens map, tokenize config. Yeah, and you can there are some variations of it, like the OLMo 1B, OLMo 7B, twin 2T, attention heads, the hidden size, everything's there. We will explore this much more in the future. So if you want to try it, I tried it out actually, and I'm gonna come out with another video like testing out its real use case and real power. But you need to pip install AI2 OLMo, import it, and then you can use it. It's very simple, guys. So yeah, there's also the 1 billion model, and this is the DOLMa dataset that we're talking about. We're gonna discuss more about this in the future. The dataset is here for you to see, so yeah, so awesome. And let's continue. Evaluation, we also have the Paloma benchmark for evaluation, and just running the evaluation. The readme file and everything is here. It's truly open source, so it'd be really good to explore this much more in the future, and which we will do together. This model comes with the training data, the full model weights, the training code, and everything. So that's that. Let's talk about the data set DOLMa. The OLMo pre-training data set. It's a pre-training data set, okay? So it contains 3 trillion tokens, and you know what a pre-training data set is. You just It's like unsupervised training. Just throw a bunch of data into the model and let it learn whatever it can. And this data set contains mix of different data sources, like from web content, academic publications, code, books, who doesn't love books, and encyclopedic materials, history. Yay! It is generally not just history, but things. It is generally available for download from Hugging Face Hub, and it is the largest open data set to date for LLM training. Whoa. We'll explore this much more in the future. Now, let's see. Paloma is a benchmark for evaluating open language models across many different domains. Yeah. They've already evaluated several models, such as the 1 billion parameter baseline models. That's the paper. Everything's there. So amazing. And Institute for AI, you go, you rock. And then what else? So they also have a research paper, a technical report. We can go into it more very soon. And if you request it on the comment section, definitely. Yeah. Yep. What else? So there's the evaluation framework. There's the training and inference model. Training and inferencing for the model. There's the data set used to pre-train the model. There's the Hugging Face model weights, 1 billion, 7 billion, whichever you want. There's the technical report. What else do you want? Like, it's so amazing. I mean, this is truly an open source framework model. Yeah. But they probably come with quantized versions and then come with quantized versions, so we can have a smoother inference time, and also with fine tuning. That's the next step. That's the big thing. And I've read this article through and through, and they've mentioned that they were coming up with a so they're coming up with the fine-tuning part soon. Some of the founders, some of the AI knowledge, AI top guns, like top AI OGs, for lack of a better term, have something to say about it, and let's go. So, open foundation models have been critical in driving a burst of innovation and development around generative AI, like Mistral, that came up with that. Illuter's AI's Python series, Palm, Facebook, Meta's Llama models, Llama series, amazing stuff. The language model was released. The vibrant community that comes from open source is the fastest and most effective way to build the future of AI. Amen. So a couple of collaborative partners they had for this project was the Kempner Institute for the Study of Natural and Artificial Intelligence at Harvard University's, AMD CSC Lumai supercomputer, the Paul G. Allen School of Computer Science and Engineering at the University of Washington, and Databricks. They used the Mosaic ML platform for training the model. CSC Lumai supercomputer is the biggest supercomputer in Europe. No? So, I'm enthusiastic about getting OLMo into the hands of AI researchers. Yeah, we'll see what this happens. Like, this came out just like in January. It's 1 day ago. It's at the end of January. You know what I mean? Like, it's really so people will have a time and they will experiment and come with ingenious methods. I'm sure about that. said Eric Horvitz, Microsoft's chief scientific officer and a founding member of the AI2 scientific advisory board. The new offering continues Allen AI's tradition of providing valuable open models, tools, and data which have spurred numerous advancements in AI across the global community. The new offering continues Allen AI's tradition of providing valuable open models, tools, and data which have spurred numerous advancements in AI across the global community. It's truly open model. Less carbon, lasting results. Luma is some supercomputers in Finland, hosted by CSC. Yeah. Databricks is excited to be collaborating with the Allen Institute for AI on the release of their OLMo open source models and framework. OLMo sets the standard for what it means to be open. Everybody in academia, industry, and the broad community will benefit enormously from access to not only the model but also the training details, including the data, code, and intermediate checkpoints. Yes, sir. This is the launch of the first open language model, and they said that they will be coming with more. And then they have 7 billion model, 1 billion model. Yeah, so what I was talking about, in creating strong open models, we learn from many other open and partially open models, comparing to them throughout the competitive baselines for OLMo, Illuter AI's Pythia suite, Mosaic, ML's MPT models, Falcon models, the Llama series of models. Say, it seems to be we're giving a good score on the where it's evaluated alongside other models. So we'll see how this further progresses in the future. This is also a good evaluation, like token size seen, the token seen by the model, and the bits per byte. So the lower the bits per byte, it's a good indicator, like that the LLM understands language with less need for more data, and like so the less this value, the better the model. Let's just understand that for now. And this x-axis, the token seen, is the number of tokens that they've seen in the pre-training data, and this suggests that a token per token, OLMo performs in par with all the other more open source models like the Pythia series, Llama, MPT, Llama 2, Falcon, and the other one. This is just the beginning for OLMo and the framework. Work is already underway in different model sizes, modalities, datasets, safety measures, and evaluations for the OLMo family. That's a great news. And our goal is to collaboratively build the best open source language model in the world. And they've taken their first step. One important thing to note here is they perform many experiments with the architecture, data, and everything in between to arrive at this first version. So they experimented with different things. The model architecture follows many trends in recent literature, like no biases for using stability, as in Palm, sweet glue activation function used by Palm and Llama, the rotary positional embeddings, rope, and a modified version of the BPE based tokenizer from GPT-Neo X. Combined with this, all of this recent architectural developments, and they made the adjustment, and that's pretty smart, and came up with this first version of things. If you wanna check it out, you can just install the AI2 OLMo, and you can just go ahead with it. For fine-tuning and more advanced use cases, you see the GitHub repository coming soon. The AI instruction tune variants of OLMo. That's also another thing. Instruction fine-tune models. That would be great to see. The full training logs and the 1DV reports, like the weights and bias reports. Woo! Awesome. Some acknowledgements to the Big Science Bloom effort, Illuter AI's Pythia project, Harvard University, Illuter AI, Meta, Stanford together, and Hugging Face. Let's go, Hugging Face. So let's see about fine-tuning. So to fine-tune an OLMo model using our trainer, you will first need to prepare your dataset, tokenize it, and save the token as your flat NumPy memory mapped array. And then you prepare your training config, like with all your hyperparameters. The most important thing is to make sure the model parameters match up with the checkpoint you're coming from, right? And then you can even fine tune it right now. So we'll possibly look at in the future. So that's all for now. In the next videos, I'll come up exploring the OLMo dataset, like working around with this model, take a look at the paper, explore this code base for a little bit, training and inference, the evaluation repository, and everything in between. So I think this is a great landmark moment for open source AI, and I'm truly excited to see what comes up from this. And this looks like a good. I'm positive about this. This is a positive step, and as I alluded and mentioned earlier, this democratization of AI will in fact maybe help get things right and make people understand AI more, the security increases, and like how we interact with it. Thank you.